All right, so I was thinking about it for since yesterday. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do one or two videos, but there's enough here. I can do 2 days of videos. So but yesterday was kind of one note. There was a lot talked about what to do with Lucy, and everybody had opinions, and Sharon was very vocal with hers. Ugh. Um, she says, you know, at first I think that, well, first Daniel and Lucy were thinking about getting something to eat, but then Lucy was afraid to see Sharon again because of everything that's happened. And I was saying to myself, you know, that's a rational fear because of everything that's happened and how Sharon has been so up and down lately. Um, so I understood. But then Daniel kind of persuaded her to give it a chance, and then he walks away, and she walks in to get a table, and as soon as she does, she just happens to see Sharon, right? Okay, so Sharon is not happy that she's there. Um, and like I said, okay, and then at first she tries to let down Lucy really easily and say, well, Faith told you that, you know, she doesn't think you guys should be friends and she tried to let you down easy and you're just not getting the message. And then she kind of attacked Daniel on his parenting because she says, I don't know what you parents are doing, but I don't know if it's effective. But if you try to talk to Faith again, I'm gonna do something about it because I want Faith to be alive. And some of the words she said, and by the end of it, she was screaming, literally screaming at a supposedly 13, 14-year old kid, which, um, honestly, okay, number one, I have to say a couple of things. The actress who plays Lucy is 18 years old. So we're not talking about a kid here. I mean, it depends on what you define as a kid, but I consider 18 and older adult. So the kind of storyline is moved. But if you suspend your disbelief, then an adult woman, Sharon, is talking to a 13, 14-year old and screaming at her. Okay? That is not okay in any way at all. Um, you cannot like what someone is doing, but you don't have to be so aggressive, forceful about it. Yes, lay down the law if you have to. Be nice, but it's up to the parent to be that, like, I don't know, laying down the law like no one else can. But even then, as a parent, you should have limits on what you won't do to your kid. So yeah. Okay. That was a major storyline. The other storyline, which should be the major storyline, honestly, because for me, okay, well, it's kind of a problem I have, but it's not a problem. But I get bored with a storyline if I feel like I've heard it over and over and over again. I kind of get bored really fast. So I'm like, can we move it along here? Um, the other storyline I'm talking about here is Connor's OCD, and I'm glad they had the storyline. But now there's just so many other things involved in it that shouldn't be involved at all, in my opinion, because we have this kid. Now I'm gonna say he's okay to the actor who plays Connor, the boy. I'm sorry if I get your age wrong. I don't know your actual age, but we're talking about an 11 or 12-year-old boy. Okay, And the fact that he's more worried about his mom's relationship status with a guy, that's disturbing. Um, I I do believe that children are more perceptive than adults give them credit for. I believe that. So I believe that he can read the energy in a room and tell that A, Billy hasn't been coming around much, B, how his mother's taking it. It's just the overall thing, right? Okay. But the step further that I don't like is, like I said, a kid should not worry about why this guy or woman is not coming around a lot. He's got a lot of stuff to worry about. That shouldn't be one of them. Hmm. Um, but I don't know. I guess, I mean, I'm glad they're handling the OCD storyline, but I just wish that they would either handle the couple stuff or not handle it. I don't know. The way they're handling it is not the right way to go about it. Because if you really want me to focus on the issue is what I said, not what they're presenting. That's my issue. That's yeah. Oh, and then of course we have the well, I still say the relationship is gonna happen. Now this is a relationship that I want to happen. Kyle and Claire. I still say that's gonna happen. Um, be wishful thinking on my part or something. I'm trying to will it. I'm trying to will this relationship into existence. Is what I'm saying. So, so yeah. Um, Other than that, okay, I'm gonna put a little bit on the wardrobe on this one about the wardrobe. Okay, I liked Sharon's top yesterday, and I like the fact that Mariah Cameron Grimes is now a redhead, full on redhead. Um, I think I've talked about this before, so if I have, I'm sorry. I don't mean to mention the same thing twice. But I don't know why. Like, I'm kind of curious now why Michelle Stafford is a blonde. And not saying I care about like a personal thing. Like, if she wants to be blonde, that's cool. But what I'm saying is, I remember when, from way back to even a little bit, not too long ago, she was a redhead. And now she's a blonde. So, was that a personal choice, or did they tell her that for the storyline it'd be okay if she was a blonde? Because now, well, it's either that or they have too many redheads on the screen. Because Sally is a true redhead, okay? And then now Mariah is a redhead. So apparently they can't have three redheads on the screen. I don't know. Um, I just I just noticed little things, and I had noticed it before, but I just thought she would change it back or something. So, but now I'm convinced that they're doing it for some other reason. I may be totally off base here, but that's what I think. All right, bye guys. Oh, the recap for today's Y&R episode is gonna be coming up right now. Okay. All right. Bye everybody.